Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, and welcome to Your News in a Nutshell, where we can't afford to sugarcoat the truth because, let's be honest, the government has already taken all the sugar and taxed the shit out of it. I'm your host, Joe Maddock, and if you thought this country still had a functioning brain cell left, I admire your optimism. Washington, D.C., that magical swamp where your tax dollars go to die, has once again outdone itself. Trump and Musk continue to move swiftly with their onslaught of executive orders, but one thing that is becoming clearly safe from extinction is gay marriage, as their relationship grows stronger.
I know, I love the president. I think President Trump is a good man.
As Democrats spent the week doing what they do best, wasting time, throwing tantrums, and pretending to work, the latest disaster unfolds as Trump blames Ukraine for being invaded by Russia.
Absolutely 150% your fault.
Sure, this could just be one of his savvy negotiating tactics, but it's perfectly obvious that this whole war could have been avoided in the first place if Ukraine had just bent over from the beginning, as any truly peaceful nation would do.
Bend over and take it up the tailpipe!
Most on the left firmly support Ukraine, knowing that it's one of the last refuges of the persecuted money launderer and neo-Nazism. Most on the right don't care at all as they spend their time focusing on more important things, like where to clean their money in the future.
Now where's my money?
Meanwhile, President Trump is trying to convince the American people that everything is fine, despite inflation, massive protests condemning his administration, and planes falling from the sky left and right.
There's a plane, bro!
Speaking of things falling from the sky, scientists are continuing to observe a city-killing asteroid that may impact Earth in the year 2032.
There is a huge comet headed towards Earth.
Unlike American politics, this is not a joke, as the asteroid continues to have an increasing probability of colliding with our lovely planet.
There are always asteroids headed towards Earth.
Thank you, Neil. Now, at a 3.1% chance of impact, making it the riskiest asteroid ever detected, our top scientists are working tirelessly to develop a plan of defense. So far, that plan consists of a sit-and-shit approach as we likely await for Elon Musk to save the world. Surely the left would not see that coming. And while we're on the subject of fine people on both sides, Kanye West continues to push for relevance by spreading hate speech and anti-Semitism across the platform X, while parading his sex slave Bianca around the world, literally naked for all to see, as he wears more clothes than a hobo in a Burlington coat factory.
It's a nice coat.
On the border, Tom Homan claims ICE arrests have increased by more than 137% under Trump, and there have been only 239 illegal crossings in a 24-hour period, as opposed to the 11,000 per day under the Biden administration. He then slams Congresswoman AOC for speaking out to illegal immigrants about their constitutional rights, claiming that it's an attack on the new border policy. He said all of this with an accent himself, which could only be interpreted as someone speaking with a mouth full of mashed potatoes.
It's a fact. You know, she wants to go out and saying she's teaching people the constitutional rights. Yeah, you can call her that, but we all know what she's up to.
Be sure to subscribe and join us for more news and updates, and check out our somewhat weekly podcast where we discuss these topics in deeper detail with a full, diverse panel right here on The Madhouse Show. This has been your news in a nutshell, and I'm your host, Joe Maddock, saying to you, keep it freaky, America. It's good for business.